Hi, today we're going to talk about Margaret's BOURKE. And this is my partner who will also share about Margaret's contribution. And I will tackle about her life. She was born in New York City on June 14, 1904. She was the daughter of Joseph and Minnie White. She added Bourke because of her mother's name after her first marriage ended. She attended local public schools in Bound Brook, New Jersey after her family moved there. In high school, she served as the yearbook editor and showed promise in her writing talents. She also attended several different universities during her moves back and forth from the Midwest and the East. She first revealed her talent for photography while a student at Cornell University in upstate New York, where she also completed her bachelor's degree in 1927. Using a second-hand Leica reflex camera with a broken lens, she sold pictures of the scenic campus to other students. After graduation, she opened a studio in Cleveland, Ohio, where she found the industrial landscape, a photographic paradise. Initially specializing in architectural photography, her prints of the Otis Steel Factory came to the attention of Time magazine. Publisher Henry Luce, who was planning a new publication devoted to the glamour of business. Shortly after her return from Korea, she noticed signs of Parkinson's disease, the nerve disorder which she battled for the remainder of her life. Her autobiography, titled Portrait of Myself, was started in 1955 and completed in 1963. On August 27, 1971, Margaret BOURKE died at her home in Darien, Connecticut. She left behind a legacy as a determined woman, an innovative visual artist, and a compassionate human observer. During the World War II, BOURKE requested permission to cover the North African campaign, and she was sent by ship. Just one day off the African coast, in the middle of the night, the ship was hit by a torpedo. The ship sank, and she and just one of her cameras, the Rolleiflex, made it to the lifeboat. The only lesson learned from the sunken ship was to carry a less equipment, as the next assignment was to fly bombing raid in a B-17. The photographs she took from this assignment ran in the March 1 issue of Life. It included a photograph of her just before she flew, dressed in all of the appropriate flying gear. Amazingly, this photograph became one of the Army's favorite pin-up posters. It was the most overdressed pin-up in the history of the war. She covered almost the entire war, and after the Germans surrendered, she wrote Dear Fatherland dressed quietly. It was a book saturated with her anger, her hatred of Germany, her commitment to democratic ideas, and her despair over American indifference to the moral implications of the war.
Her five major artworks are: Life magazine sent her an assignment to photograph the flooding of the Ohio River, which is the worst possible flood in American history. You have seen their faces. After witnessing the Dust Bowl, BOURKE decided it was time to reconnect with the people. He heard that a fiction writer was looking to produce a non-fiction work about Southern sharecroppers to counter criticism of his novel. BOURKE engaged more with her subjects, getting to know their lives and social conditions. Her pictures are an assortment of devastating images of environmental, social, and personal decay. the drought of 1934. She changed her work from advertisement to a more beneficial work for everyone. She is involved in a photography-based news called Life Magazine. Her first assignment for Life Magazine was documenting the fourth peak dam.
For her, photography is unspeakably huge because being in various battlefields around the world and taking photographs in dangers are difficult even for men. As a woman, her life was full of adventure. However, she successfully completed her work and became one of the most important photographers of the 20th century.